was a lawyer named Ignatius. Sometimes charming, but often pugnacious. He went on a meditation retreat, but with the masters could not compete. So he opened an office in the infinitely spacious. Now, Ignatius was a student of mine, but still had no reverence for the divine. The masters laughed, saying, "Who let him in?" Hugging was not allowed, so they had a group grin, then tied and hung him on his advertising sign. The oak tree, unretrieving its falling leaf, believing itself to be a butterfly, but then the hanging lawyer, so sly, repented and sued his self-deceiving. Why do they bury lawyers 12 feet deep? Deep down, they're not so bad. This poem tells a story that is very similar to most of us, perhaps if not all of us at some point in our spiritual evolution. Sometimes we can be very charming, and at other times downright rude, pugnacious. The charming part of ourselves is attracted to the charmed mind that might result from meditation. And we might be compelled to go on a retreat or follow the teachings of a certain meditation master, but then the unevolved part of us might find the meditation requirements difficult. And so we blame. We might blame the teacher. We might blame the method. We might blame our bodies. It's so difficult to sit still at times. But we might blame and even seek some sort of compensation. We might sue the teacher, the method, God. The masters, they laugh. They've been through it, and they know that there are good things awaiting those that persevere. The oak tree, nature, one of its own, its leaf falls, obeying the laws of nature. The lawyer, hanging from his own advertising sign, still might believe he has been wronged, still might see himself as a butterfly, when in reality he is merely a leaf falling in the natural course of events. I am a butterfly. Treat me with respect. Give me special considerations. For look how beautiful I am. I am a butterfly. But then our hero of the poem repents. Everything is contingent upon repenting, finally understanding the error of our ways. So the hanging lawyer, hanging from the sign, blowing in the wind, listlessly, repents. And then with his powers of attorney, sues. He sues. He's still suing. He wants to sue. What else does he know? He knows how to sue. Who does he sue? He sues himself. He sues his self-deceiving. Brilliance. Each of us can be brilliant. What we buy is what we owe. We know this. We know that the errant philosophical ideas that we buy into are going to haunt us beginning at some point. We know that we have erred, and we know what we have to do to atone. All we have to do is look at the receipts of the goods that we have purchased. Those receipts are indictments against the Spirit. So each of us personally knows how to atone for the error of our ways. And this lawyer knew that he had to use what he had used before. He had to use his power of litigation and sue himself. His self-deceiving. Okay, I am not a butterfly. The oak tree, representing all of nature, all of creation, doesn't care if the falling leaf believes itself to be a butterfly. He might laugh, but he doesn't care. Nature is ruthless. It doesn't care if we become enlightened. It's only when the man begins to wake up and realize he is above nature. Above nature. He is not merely a leaf falling from an oak tree. For creation is not God. God is the source of creation. I have a marvelous example of how each of us knows how to atone. We simply have to examine what we have done. Years ago, there was a famous movie star. Like many of his generation, smoked several packs of cigarettes a day. In many of his movies, he was seen to smoke. Many young people were influenced to smoke because of the alluring element surrounding the mythos of this movie star. His name was Yul Brynner. You may remember him as the Pharaoh in the movie The Ten Commandments. So he was diagnosed with cancer, knew he was going to die soon, and he wanted to atone for influencing so many young people to smoke. So he made a television commercial, and he came on as himself, not any kind of role, just himself, a dying man of lung cancer from smoking. And he said, "I am dying. I will be dead soon. By the time you see this video, I will be dead. If there's one thing you should do in your life, don't smoke." There's a man who sued his own self-deceiving